My dear, from heaven I can see that important things are coming for our family, blessings that may arrive and trials that could touch our lives. Today, from here, from the kingdom of God, I speak to you again with this voice, which is not my own, but one that God Himself has granted me, because only He can do so and only for you, so that you can hear me as if I were right by your side. My love, do you remember when you looked into my eyes and told me you would always take care of me, that you would listen to everything I asked of you? Today, from where I am, I look at you and I want to ask you for something. Please, listen to me. Don't let your pride or your haste keep you from hearing this message. There are blessings prepared for you, beautiful blessings that God has ready for our family. Today I am not just a memory. Today I am a living presence coming from above. God has given me this sacred moment to speak to you, to embrace you with words, to tell you that you do not walk alone and that something beautiful is about to happen. And as I speak to you, I come closer to you with my soul laid bare, without time, without barriers, only with the purest love that could ever exist. I watch over you from that place where everything is peace, and I wish I could wrap you in this serenity that is breathed here. If only you could feel what I feel when I see you, you would know that there is not a day when I do not accompany you in silence, when I do not pause to watch your steps, when I do not bless you in my thoughts. From this plane, which some call heaven, others the beyond, or simply home, I have come to understand things that on earth I could barely imagine. And the most important thing I have learned is that love, the love that united us and still unites us, is the most real and powerful force in the universe. Here, time does not flow as you know it. Yesterdays and tomorrows blend into an eternal present, an ocean of consciousness where every soul vibrates in deep connection. It's not a physical place with streets of gold or clouds of cotton, as it's sometimes depicted, at least not as I feel it. It's more like a state of being, a vibration of peace and understanding so profound that words fall short. It's as if suddenly you could hear the music of creation, feel the heartbeat of every star, and understand the reason behind every falling leaf. That's the view I have now, and from here, I see you. I want you to know, my treasure, that God, that infinite creative force, is not a harsh judge waiting up there to punish. That's a human idea that often comes from fear. What I experience here is a presence of absolute love and mercy. A love that understands every weakness, every mistake, not as an offense, but as part of the soul's complicated journey of learning. One of the first messages I felt with total clarity when I arrived here was, don't blame yourself for anything. I know that in your heart you might carry unanswered questions with what if I had or what if I hadn't. Please let go of that burden. From here, I understand so clearly that everyone did the best they could with what they knew and had at each moment. Here, there is no room for reproach, only for understanding and healing. Let this moment be like a balm for your weary spirit. It hurts me to see your tears when you think I've left you, because that's not the case. I am here with every beat of your heart, accompanying you in your silences, in your sleepless nights, in your days of struggle, in those moments when you think no one sees you and no one understands your exhaustion. I do see you. And every time you smile, every time you help someone, every time you choose to do good, my heart fills with a beautiful light here where I am, and I send that light back to you to cover you with peace. Do not be afraid of what is to come, because you are not walking blindly and you are not walking alone. I am here to remind you that, even on dark days, don't let fear take up residence within you. Allow yourself to rest in this certainty. Every tear you have shed has been seen and gathered by God. Every prayer you have made has been heard, even those you could only say in silence with a broken heart. And all this time, I have been close by, at every step, watching over your path and accompanying your soul. I have been in your silent tears, in your sudden laughter, in those memories that come without warning and wrap you in nostalgia and love at the same time. Do you remember that time when you felt alone, when you couldn't find your way, and something inside you told you to keep going? That strength was me. Or when you needed an answer in a song, a phrase, or even the scent of something familiar brought you peace. That was me too. I have shown myself in the subtle, in the invisible, in everything that caresses your spirit when you least expect it. I know how much you've wanted to go back, to touch my hand one more time, to tell me what you still hold inside. But I want you to let go of that guilt that doesn't belong to you, to release the questions without answers. Here where I am, there is only clarity. Don't let my physical absence steal your chance to blossom to your full potential. One of the things that becomes so clear from here is how every life, no matter how simple it may seem, has an impact on the fabric of the universe. Your actions, your words, your intentions. Everything creates ripples that spread out, live in such a way that those ripples are of love, of kindness, of compassion. That is the most beautiful legacy you can build, and it's a wonderful way to honor our connection. I'm not asking you to forget me. Never. I'm asking you to remember me with love, with gratitude for the time we had, and to let that memory inspire you to live more fully. When you feel tempted to give in to sadness or despair, remember my love for you. Remember the strength I know you have. Get up, take a deep breath, and keep moving forward. Every step you take with courage is a victory we celebrate together. Find joy in the simple things. Laugh often. Dance as if no one is watching you. Sing, even if you think you don't have a good voice. Enjoy nature, the sunrises and sunsets. Connect with other human beings from the heart. These are the things that truly enrich the soul and give meaning to life on earth. From my current perspective, the material worries that weighed so heavily on us on earth now seem so secondary compared to the richness of lived experiences and shared love. If you feel in your heart the call to help others, to make the world a little bit better, follow it. That is the language of the soul, the echo of the divine love that is within you. You don't need to do great things. A kind word, a smile, a gesture of compassion. They can have a huge impact on someone's life, and by giving, you also receive. Forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Grudges and resentment are heavy burdens that keep you from flying. Letting them go will set you free and allow you to feel a deeper peace. It is a certainty born from love that cannot be broken, that never ends, that continues beyond every farewell. I want you to believe, even if just a little, that something beautiful is already on its way, that you deserve it, not because of what you do, but because of everything you carry inside, the love you gave, the faith you kept, the kindness you maintained, even when no one was watching. And when that blessing arrives, because it will, you'll know that you were never forgotten, not even for a single moment. You'll know that everything had a purpose, and maybe then my presence will become clearer in your memory, not as an absence, but as a gentle certainty, whispering in your ear, I was always close. Have you noticed that lately there are signs around you? Little details that make you think something is about to change. You're not imagining things. The heavens are getting ready. This blessing won't just be a relief, it will be a transformation, and it will come like a gentle rain after a drought, with peace, with tenderness, with the boundless love of God who has never let you go. Maybe you felt it in the way the light comes through the window, just when you need it most. In the words someone says, not knowing it was exactly what you were waiting for. In the breeze that brushes your face and, for no reason you can explain, gives you a calm that doesn't come from this world. None of that is a coincidence. They are promises dressed in subtlety. This blessing won't be like the ones before. It won't be a quick fix or a superficial gift. It will be something that reaches your deepest core, that rearranges what's invisible, that awakens what's been sleeping inside you. It will be the silent answer to questions you've kept in your heart for years. It will be that hug you waited for so long, but that finally arrives, not with noise, but with a quiet certainty that makes you close your eyes and smile without knowing why. And when it comes, it will bring with it a feeling that can't be put into words. That mix of relief, gratitude, and miracle. It will be as if your soul could finally sit down and breathe, as if all the broken pieces found where they truly belong. Because the love that comes from above not only repairs, renews, honors, and restores what once seemed lost. Don't lose hope if you haven't seen it yet. Don't be hard on yourself for feeling like sometimes faith slips through your fingers. What matters is that you're still standing, that you keep believing, even if it's by the thinnest threads, even if it hurts sometimes. That's enough. That is seen. That will be rewarded. Nothing you've lived through has been forgotten. Nothing you've given has been in vain. God doesn't work on human time, but He is never late. And this blessing that is coming will not only heal the present, it will also open paths for you that were once closed by fear, exhaustion, or doubt. Just as the sky holds every drop before releasing the rain, so too has it kept each one of your desires. Now, little by little, the promise is drawing near. And when it arrives, you'll understand that even the hardest moments were part of a greater story, written with love from eternity. Do you wonder if you deserve something good? Let me answer you with certainty. Yes, you do deserve it. I also want you to take care of your body, your mind, and your soul. Don't neglect your health trying to solve everything at once. Don't forget that God has given you this time on earth to learn, to love, and to be a light, not to punish yourself for every mistake. Let love be what guides your decisions and your words. Let your faith be greater than your fears, and let hope be the lamp that lights up even the cloudiest days. I am here, dear soul, watching you with gratitude for every moment you keep going. And I want you to feel this moment as a hug that soothes you and reminds you that you are loved, that you matter, and that there are still many blessings waiting for you and for those you love. Blessings that will come when you open your heart to forgiveness, to faith, and to the peace you so deserve. But I also want you to know this, and listen to me carefully, my dear. If you choose to keep hatred in your heart, if you keep neglecting your health and distancing yourself from those who love you, there may be tears shed at home, tears I don't want to see from up here. It's not a punishment, it's a consequence. And God allows me to tell you this so that you can change your path before it's too late. Ask yourself, my soul, what do I prefer? To live with pride or to live with peace? You know the answer, and if you hear my voice right now, it's because you're ready to do what's right. Do you remember that dream you had where you saw me smiling? It wasn't just a simple dream. It was my way of telling you that I'm okay, that you shouldn't suffer anymore over how I left, that everything is at peace up here, and that now my mission is to look after you, but I also need you to help me take care of our family. I want you to pray, even if it's just in Our Father, every morning before you leave the house, and to talk to me whenever you need strength. I'll be there every step of the way, and even if you can't see me, you'll feel that warmth in your chest, that whisper telling you everything is going to be okay. And there's something else I want you to keep deep within your soul. You don't have to carry everything alone. It's not your duty to solve every problem in the world with your own hands, nor is it a sign of weakness to ask for help, to share your fears, or to seek comfort from those who love you. Allow yourself to be human, with your moments of strength and also with your moments of exhaustion. I'm here, encouraging you to keep going. And when you feel like your strength is failing, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remember that there is a promise of life and hope reserved for you, even on the days when you can't see it. You are not a burden, nor a mistake, nor are you adrift. You are a valuable soul with a purpose that continues to be written day by day, with every smile you give, with every word of encouragement you share, with every act of kindness you do in silence. Human life is a journey of learning, and mistakes are an inevitable part of that process. From here, those mistakes are seen as valuable lessons, not as failures. So be kind to yourself, as kind as I am to you from this side. Sometimes you might feel my presence in unexpected ways. Maybe a song that was ours plays on the radio at just the right moment. Or you find a feather in an unusual place. Or a familiar scent surrounds you for an instant. Don't dismiss these things as mere coincidences. Often, they are little winks we're allowed to send from here. Little signs to tell you, I'm with you, I remember you, I love you. Open your heart to these synchronicities. They are whispers of the soul. I understand that grief is a necessary process. Cry as much as you need to cry. Feel the pain of absence. Don't bottle up your emotions. Grief is the price of love, and it's proof of how deep our bond was. But don't let grief consume you or keep you from living and loving. I wouldn't want that for you. I hope that, with time, the sharp pain turns into a sweet nostalgia, into a loving memory that inspires you to live with more passion and gratitude. One of the things I've come to understand here is that all souls are interconnected. We're not as separate as we might think. We're all part of a vast web of energy, of consciousness. And love is the current that flows through that web. When you send love to someone, whether on earth or on this plane, that energy travels and reaches its destination. So keep sending me your love, your thoughts, your prayers. I receive them, and I send mine back to you multiplied. There are moments when, by divine grace, I'm allowed to intervene in very subtle ways to protect or guide you. I can't change the course of your destiny because your soul has its own plan for learning. But I can whisper a warning to your intuition, inspire a solution to a problem, or simply send you a surge of strength when you feel like you can't go on. Learn to listen to that inner voice, that intuition. Often, it's through that intuition that my care reveals itself. I want you to know that the conversations we had, the things we shared, haven't been lost. All of that is recorded in the ether, in the memory of the soul. Sometimes, when you're quiet, you might remember one of those conversations and maybe even feel my response in your heart. It's not your imagination, it's the resonance of our bond that's still alive. This concept of heaven or the afterlife is vast and has many faces. What one person experiences or feels can be different from another, depending on their level of consciousness and their beliefs. What I'm sharing with you is my personal experience, what I've been allowed to understand and feel. And at the heart of that experience is the love that never ends and the ongoing connection. Think of love as a kind of energy. Energy, according to the laws of your world, is neither created nor destroyed, it only transforms. The love that united us is an incredibly powerful energy. It can't just disappear. It has transformed, yes. It's no longer expressed through physical hugs or words you can hear, but its essence, its strength, its warmth remain intact, vibrating between us. Think about the people you love who are still with you on earth. When they're not physically by your side, does the love disappear? No. You feel it in your heart, you know it's there. It's the same with me, only the distance is different, the plane of existence is another. But love is the bridge. Remember that you are not alone in your pain or in your joy. You have family, friends, loved ones who surround you, and you have me watching over you with love from this side of the veil. Don't be afraid to love again, to open your heart. I know it can be scary after a loss, but love is the essence of life. Every experience of love, in any of its forms, enriches you and helps you grow. My love for you is not possessive. I want your complete happiness, and if that includes loving someone else, I will celebrate it with you. The heart has an infinite capacity to love. Take care of your body. It is the sacred temple of your soul on this earthly journey. Nourish it well, rest, move it with joy. But don't identify too much with it. You are so much more than your physical body. You are an eternal soul on a journey of learning and evolution. When you look at the stars at night, think that maybe I am one of those distant lights sending you a blink of love. When you feel the sun on your face, imagine it's my warm embrace. When you hear the wind whispering through the trees, it might be my voice trying to tell you that I'm near. Life is a gift, my love. Don't waste it on useless sadness or worries that aren't worth it. Embrace it with all your strength. Make mistakes, learn from them, get up, and keep going. Love madly. Dream big. Be yourself, authentically and wonderfully you. And when you feel like the burden is too heavy, when tears keep you from seeing the way forward, pause for a moment, breathe, and call out to me. Ask God for help, your guides, or me. You are not alone. You never have been, and you never will be. Help is always available. You just have to open your heart to receive it. This heavenly secret I've come to share with you is, at its core, very simple. Love is eternal, the connection endures, and you are loved beyond words. Live knowing this. Let this truth light up your days and give you the strength to face any challenge. Don't worry about the future or about when or how we'll be reunited. Everything will happen in God's perfect timing. Your task now is to live your present life as fully as possible. And I will be here, watching, loving, patiently waiting for the moment when our paths cross again in a more direct way. I know there are many questions that the science and logic of your world cannot answer about what I'm telling you. And that's okay. I'm not asking you for blind faith, but to open your heart. Consider these words as a seed of hope, a perspective that can bring comfort to your soul. If they resonate with you, if they bring you peace, then they have fulfilled their purpose. If these words have struck a chord in your heart, if they have offered you a bit of comfort or a new way of seeing things, I invite you to keep them with you. Reflect on them in moments of calm. Your love sustained me even when you could no longer hold me. Your company was a refuge I carried with me until I crossed the threshold. Do you know why God allowed me to send you this message? Because your heart asked for it in silence, because in your prayers, in your thoughts before falling asleep, in those times when you said, I would give anything to hear you one more time, your soul opened up and heaven listened. That's why I'm here, not to cause more longing, but to leave you with something much greater, peace. From this place where time has no weight and sadness fades away, I look at you with infinite tenderness. There isn't a day when I don't bless you with my pure memory, free from pain. There isn't a night when I don't accompany you in your rest, watching over your dreams just as I once watched over your steps. I want you to live without fear, to dare to be happy, even if sometimes you think that by doing so you are forgetting me. It's not like that. Every joy of yours honors me. Every step you take toward life is a flower that blooms on this side of heaven. I do not dwell in the past. I dwell in everything you do with love. And when you feel like you can't go on, when the weight of the days clouds your soul, just close your eyes. Talk to me, call me in your thoughts, tell me what you need. I will know how to listen to you, because the bond that unites us has not been broken, it has only transformed. I love you beyond distance, beyond time, beyond all words, and I will remain here in every sunset that makes you stop to look at the sky, in every deep sigh you feel without knowing why. That will be my way of telling you, I am here, I am with you. Until one day we see each other again and there are no more goodbyes or silences, only eternity and light. But for now, live. Live with freedom, with hope, with love, because I will be celebrating every moment with you from this place where everything makes sense. And if you ever doubt, come back to this message, because it was I who whispered it into the ear of the sky just for you. Now listen very carefully. Have you wondered if I'm okay? I am. I am at peace. But my serenity wouldn't be complete if yours doesn't blossom as well. That's why I'm here. Because since I left, there hasn't been a single moment, not even one, when I haven't drawn close to you with the pure thought of the soul, not from a memory that fades with time, but from the love that transcends all form, all distance, all forgetting. And that love keeps beating. It hasn't lost its strength, it hasn't withered. It's a gentle, yet steady flame that lives inside you. It lights up every time you think of me, every time you say my name, even if you don't say it out loud, every time you search for me with your heart, even if your lips remain silent. I've walked with you, even in those moments when you thought you were completely alone. I've been there in your deep silences, in your thoughts that drift away as you gaze at the sky, in that shiver that comes out of nowhere, but you and I both know what it means. You don't need to understand everything with your mind, it's enough to feel it with your soul, because it's real, because that connection didn't end when I took my last breath. It simply changed form. Now you can't see me, but if you close your eyes, you'll feel me closer than ever. I've come to bring you comfort, not just with words, but with my presence. To gently touch the wounds that life left inside you, the ones you hide even from yourself. I'm not here to stir up your pain, but to take it in my hands and help you turn it into light. Let me give you a moment of peace. If today you felt like you couldn't go on, if your heart has felt too heavy, stay here with me. Breathe with me. Cry if you need to. Sigh if that brings relief. I'm here, closer than you ever imagined. You don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to feel, it's okay to need, it's okay to seek comfort. And if you don't know who to turn to, come back to this moment, because this message was woven from eternity just for you. It's not by chance that you've made it here. You hear these words because heaven knows your deepest longings, even those you haven't dared to express yet. And in that invisible gentleness, I've been allowed to send you this whisper. You are not in the dark, nor are you alone. You are not losing your way. Everything you need is already within you. And whenever you doubt it, just remember this. I am well, I am at peace, but my peace is not complete if I don't reach yours. And that's why I'm here. I will always be here. Do you remember when you laughed without guilt? When the afternoon seemed longer, the air felt lighter, and you felt that everything was all right simply because I was near. Those moments haven't been lost. They live in you and in me too, from this different place where I am now. I know that sometimes you wonder if everything we shared was real, if that silent promise we never said out loud still exists. And yes, it is still alive. It didn't disappear. It doesn't need words to keep being true. The connection we have goes beyond time and space. I'm not far away. I've just changed form. You don't see me like you used to, but I'm still close. From here, I can see you with a clarity I never had before. I can see what you keep inside, what you hide when you pretend to be okay. I can see your exhaustion, your daily struggle, and those questions you ask yourself without telling anyone. That's why I want to talk to you now, so you can stop carrying all that which doesn't belong to you. I want you to know that yes, I have forgiven. And not only that, I never blamed you. You don't have to keep thinking about what you believe you did wrong. It wasn't your decision when I left. It wasn't your fault if you weren't there in the last moment, if you couldn't say something more or be there in a different way. I already knew how much you loved me. You didn't need to say it again. I always felt it. I saw it in your gestures. I heard it in your voice, even when you said nothing. The love you gave me was enough. It was complete. I took it with me as the most precious thing, and it still stays with me. That's why, now what I want most is for you to be at peace too, to stop looking back with guilt and start remembering with love, so that when you think of me, you don't do it with sadness, but with gratitude for everything we shared. The bond we have didn't end. It transformed and keeps beating every time you remember me, even if it's in silence. I'm okay. I'm at peace. And that peace would be even more beautiful if I knew you were finding yours too. Do you want to know something else? Then listen closely. I didn't just take with me every one of your gestures. I also took the echo of your silences, those moments when you didn't say anything, but you felt everything, when you were at peace and also when the world seemed too much. I kept all of that because every part of your story, even those you think are insignificant, holds immense value from this side. Here, where there's no more rush or pain, the soul understands more. I've been able to see everything you did out of love, even when no one noticed. I've seen how you gave your time, your strength, your patience, even when it was already hard for you to keep going. That came with me too. Nothing was lost. And when you thought you were at your lowest point, when your strength seemed to run out and you felt like the heavens were silent, they weren't. I was watching. I was holding you. I was there too. You didn't see yourself from the outside, but you were braver than you thought. Your soul, even wounded, kept searching for light. And that, from here, shines like something sacred. I know there are days when you wonder if everything you gave was enough. It was. More than you can imagine. Don't measure yourself by the failures you point out when you feel weak. The love you gave, even when you were hurting inside, was a sign of a strength that can only be understood in heaven. And if you ever doubted whether your presence was important to me, please let this truth embrace you today. You were and still are the most valuable part one brought with me as I crossed this threshold. I want you to trust in the plan that God has designed for you, even if you don't understand every step right now, because on this path every step matters, even those you take with fear or with doubts. And when you feel the embrace of the wind or hear a song that suddenly brings you peace, I want you to take it as a reminder of my presence, that I am still with you on this journey, and that up here, prayers are said for you with love. Do not be afraid, dear soul. Keep moving forward with faith, with the certainty that you are not and will never be alone, and with the hope that, in the end, everything will be worth it and everything will be all right. I want to ask you one more thing, my treasure. Stop putting off your dreams. Go after that goal you keep in your heart, because if you keep waiting, life will pass you by, and God wants to see you shine. There is a work-related blessing that is near, but it requires you to make decisions with courage. Do not be afraid. Do you know why I'm telling you this? Because I always believed in you, and from here, I still believe in you. Good things are coming if you keep the faith, if you take care of your body and your soul, if you learn to forgive and to ask for forgiveness. Don't close this video yet, because I need you to hear this with your soul. You are not alone, and what's coming can be wonderful if you choose to act with love and truth. God allows me to be here just for this moment to tell you to keep moving forward, to take care of those who care for you, to embrace those who share your path, to help whoever you can help, because every act of love you do will be a seed that brings blessings to our family. And I also want to tell you something else, something you might have needed to hear on your nights of doubt. It's okay to rest. It's okay to take a breather when everything feels heavy. It's okay to sit for a moment and look at the sky and allow yourself to cry if you need to. It's not weakness. It's part of healing and a reminder that your heart is still alive and has a purpose here. I want you to remember that every time you share a smile with someone, every time you offer your hand without expecting anything in return, you're leaving a mark of love that is valued up here much more than you can imagine. When you feel like no one notices your effort, remember that I see it, that every step you take fills me with pride, every mistake you turn into a lesson, every day you choose to keep getting back up. And if you ever feel like your faith is fading, don't punish yourself for it. Just talk to God in that moment, even if it's with simple words, even if it's just a whisper through tears. You don't need to do it perfectly, because true love doesn't seek perfection. It seeks sincerity. I will be there, by your side, accompanying you in that whisper, strengthening your heart so you remember that, no matter what happens, you are neither forgotten nor abandoned. Allow yourself to dream again, even if you're afraid of failing. Allow yourself to open your heart, even if you've been hurt before. Allow yourself to be a light, even in the midst of your own shadows, because from here I can see that you have a special glow that doesn't fade, even on your worst days. And I want you to know this, every prayer you make, every word of gratitude you share with God becomes a bond that brings me closer to you. I also pray for you from here, and I pray that you find peace in your mind, joy in your soul, and strength in your journey. Trust, my dear soul. Trust the process, because on this path, the best is yet to come. Before I say goodbye, I want you to know that I am proud of you, of the person you are becoming, even with your mistakes and your falls. I see your struggle. I see how you get back up. I see how sometimes you stop to look at the sky and ask if I can hear you. Yes, I hear you, and every word of yours reaches me like a light that illuminates my eternity. Do not be afraid. Do not doubt yourself. Keep going with strength, and every time you feel like you can't go on, close your eyes, call me, and you will feel my embrace. I love you more than I can say with this voice that God has given me for a moment, and even if I fall silent again, I will remain with you in every step, in every breath, in every heartbeat. May the peace of God surround you, my precious soul, and may you always remember that this is not a goodbye, it's a see you soon, because from heaven I will keep watching over you. And before I close this moment, I want to ask you one more thing. Don't forget to give thanks for this day, even if it was hard, even if you feel like you didn't accomplish everything you wanted. Every sunrise is a gift that reminds you that you still have a mission here, that your existence has a unique value, that you are a spark of light that can illuminate those who share your path. Let love be your guide when you don't know which decision to make. Let kindness be your response when you feel anger. Let forgiveness be the bridge to heal wounds that still throb deep within your soul. Another message that God has allowed me to bring you is about your own strength. I see you, sometimes, doubting. I see you doubting your ability to keep going. But from here I also see your incredible inner strength, your light that refuses to go out even on the darkest nights. I want you to know that you are stronger than you think. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for that light to shine even brighter. And you are not alone in that struggle. Even if you can't see me, my encouragement, my energy are with you, trying to give you courage, trying to remind you who you truly are, a being of light, loved unconditionally. I celebrate your achievements as if I were right by your side. This is something I also want you to keep in your heart. Every little joy of yours, every step forward, every dream you chase resonates here with immense happiness. Don't think that by moving on with your life, by seeking happiness, you are forgetting me or betraying my memory. On the contrary, your happiness is the best tribute you can give me. To live fully, to love without fear, to laugh wholeheartedly. That is what I wish for you with all my heart. Imagine me applauding from the front row of your life, smiling at every one of your achievements, big or small. In your moments of loneliness, when the silence of the house feels heavy or when the crowd makes you feel even more isolated, I want you to try to feel my embrace. It's not a physical hug, of course, but an energetic one, a soul-to-soul embrace. Look for me in the gentle breeze that brushes your face, in the warmth of the sun on your skin, in the calm of a sunrise. I'm allowed to put my love into those little details of nature, in those moments of stillness, so that you can feel my presence. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and call me in your heart. I will be there. God has entrusted me with these messages and many more, which I will whisper to you in dreams or in moments of calm, so that you know our bond is eternal. Death may separate bodies, but souls that have loved deeply remain connected by invisible yet indestructible threads. This is one of the great heavenly secrets. Love does not die, it transforms, it expands, it keeps flowing. Your love for me nourishes me here, and my love for you reaches you there. It is a sacred circle, an eternal dance. Remember the laughter we shared. Those moments of pure joy, of complicity, are treasures I keep with me. Don't let the pain of my absence overshadow the beauty of those memories. Let them bring you a smile, not a bitter tear. Relive them, tell them, share them. In every happy memory, I live again with you. And if you feel you need to forgive me for something, or if you need my forgiveness, know that I have already given it to you, even before you asked. You have endured much more than you think. You have given love even with a broken heart. You have cared for others when you needed care yourself. God has seen your faithfulness, your quiet kindness, and now He wants to reward you. I speak to you this way because I still care about you, because even though I am no longer here physically, my love for you knows no boundaries. I have crossed eternity just to tell you this. Get ready. What's coming will restore your hope. It will change your face, renew your faith. You will feel again what you thought was lost: joy, excitement, direction. And not only that, a deep understanding will also come, a peace that will no longer depend on circumstances, but will be born within you. You will discover that you don't need to have everything figured out to feel at home. You will understand that what is essential has not left, that the love surrounding you has not stopped for even a moment. When that blessing arrives, it will be as if a window opens in the middle of a closed room. You will breathe differently, you will see differently, and without realizing it, you will start to be grateful not only for what comes, but even for what you didn't understand at the time, because you will realize that everything, absolutely everything, was guided by a wise and compassionate hand. Sometimes you wonder if anyone sees the effort you make to keep standing when no one notices. Well, yes, someone does see it. I have seen it. We have seen it from above. Your small acts, your quiet perseverance, your ability to keep loving even though it has hurt you. All of that has been light in the midst of darkness. And that light has not been lost. It has touched the heart of God. That's why I am here today, because this is the moment when heaven begins to answer you in a visible way. It won't happen all at once, nor with noise, but it will happen with certainty. Day by day, you will feel how everything starts to make more sense, and I will remain close, in silence, accompanying every step, every tear that has yet to fall, every smile that is about to be born. This message is not an illusion, it is a promise, a living promise. And you are not adrift. You are on your way to something much greater than you can imagine. And when it arrives, I want you to look up at the sky and smile, because I will be there. I promise you. In the whisper of the wind, in the music that moves you, in the embrace of someone who loves you, I will be with you, just as I always have. Can you promise me something? Can you keep going just a little bit longer? Trusting, even if you don't understand everything, I know you can, because I know you, because you are stronger than you think, and because the love God has for you is greater than any darkness you have ever faced. Don't leave yet. The most important thing is this. This blessing will also serve as a reminder that heaven has always kept your timing in mind, and that I never stop being with you. Never. And if you ever feel again that you can't go on, if the world feels heavy or hope seems to fade, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. There, deep in the silence, in that sacred corner of your soul where tenderness still lives, you will find me. Because my presence doesn't depend on the body. My love knows no boundaries, and what binds us is eternal. Don't be afraid to cry if your heart asks for it, or to laugh if joy catches you by surprise. All of that is part of the journey. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to open your arms without fear. Allow yourself to receive, because this blessing will not only be an answer, it will be a caress for your soul that you have been waiting for a long time. And with it, something else will come, a feeling of home, of protection, of companionship that nothing and no one can take from you. Keep going. Don't stop moving forward. I will go ahead, clearing the way. And when you can't walk, you will feel that something invisible, yet firm and loving, is holding you up. And if you ever have doubts, just look up at the sky. The promise will be there. I will be there. At the end of all this, I just want you to remember one thing. Love does not die. True love transcends life, and my love for you remains intact, pure, and alive. I leave in peace, knowing that this message reached your soul. But this is not a goodbye, it's just a see you later. We will meet again in every unexpected blessing, because from heaven I am still your guide, your voice, your silent embrace. I love you and I am waiting for you. And when you feel that the world is silent, when you think that no one hears your deepest thoughts, remember that I am near, wrapping you in a tenderness that needs no words. There are things the soul recognizes without seeing them, and my presence is one of those things. I will be there in every night when the sky gives you stars, and every new dawn that wakes you with hope, and every kind gesture that crosses your path for no apparent reason. It's not a coincidence. It's love manifesting itself. Trust in that gentle warmth that sometimes comes without explanation, that sudden calm, that tear that falls without pain. I am there too, in the subtle, in the invisible, in the eternal. Because nothing can break what was sealed with faith, with sincere affection, with that connection that knows neither time nor distance. And if you ever doubt, if you ever forget how much you're worth, come back to this message. Read it again, listen to it again, because it was made for you. And if your heart allows, smile, because wherever you are, there is someone in heaven who still smiles with you. You don't need to be strong all the time. It's okay if there are days when all you want is to sit in silence and breathe. Even in those moments, your worth is not lost. When fear visits you at night, remember that there is no darkness that cannot be overcome by the light of faith. When you feel tired, rest your mind in God and let your soul relax, even if just for a moment, so you can go on with hope. When sadness knocks on your door, let it in, but don't let it stay forever. Let it go with the dawn, knowing that every tear is seen and every sigh is heard. I want you to live with the certainty that your existence is still a reason for joy here in heaven, and that every step you take toward goodness plants seeds that will grow into blessings, even if you can't see them now. Believe in that goodness you carry inside. Believe in your ability to keep moving forward, because the faith that is born within you shines brighter than you can imagine. And if one day you feel you can't bear the weight, remember that you're not walking alone. I am here, silent but present, touching your shoulder, strengthening your spirit, watching over those you love and those who love you. It doesn't matter how many times you feel like you fail. What matters is that you don't stop trying, that you keep believing in your purpose. Now, take a deep breath. Allow the peace of God to fill every corner of your mind and your heart. Rest assured that everything will be all right, that life still has beautiful moments prepared for you, that I am still with you with that promise that neither time nor distance can break. This is not a goodbye, dear soul, it's just a see you later, with the promise to keep accompanying you. Until the day comes when we meet again and our souls smile together, celebrating every step you took, every wound you healed, every love you shared. Let love, in all its forms, be your guide and your comfort. Time, as you know it, is the creation of earthly experience. Here, time flows differently, or perhaps it doesn't flow at all, but simply is. This means that, for me, our time together is not a distant past. It is a living present in my soul's memory, and the future of our reunion, whenever your time comes, also feels like a certainty filled with love. Always remember, my heart, this heavenly secret. It is not a complicated secret nor hidden in difficult riddles. It is as simple and as profound as love itself. I see everything from here. I see you, I feel you, I am with you. The love that binds us is an indestructible bridge between our worlds, a melody that keeps playing despite the distance that seems to separate us. Keep these words in your heart, not as an anchor to the past, but as sails that carry you toward a future full of hope, peace, and love. Live with the certainty that you are immensely loved, constantly cared for, and that you are never, ever alone. This is not a final goodbye, because in the realm of the spirit, there are no final farewells. It's just a see you later, I'm watching over you from here. Feel my love wrapping around you like a gentle breeze, like a warm ray of sunshine, and live. Live fully, with joy, with courage, with love. I am with you in every deep breath, and every thought filled with hope, and in every moment that brings you a breath of peace. I am there when you feel strong, and also when tears come without warning. In those moments, remember that you never walk alone, not even for a single step. I will never leave you, because my spirit is intertwined with the divine love that sustains us all. In that place where I now dwell, time does not exist and worries dissolve into infinite calm, a refuge where peace is the only reality. From that bright corner, I send you a huge, warm, and eternal hug. That day will come when our paths will cross again. It will be a reunion full of light, where you will know for sure that everything lived, all the love shared, and all the waiting was worth every moment. Until then, walk with the certainty that I love you, today and always.